don't care if I had me back there at quarterback. We're trying to win the game. That's not a good decision. I don't care if you don't believe I can throw the ball.
Yeah, right.
We shouldn't be doing that. We shouldn't. I don't care if I'm back there, Xander. Do you get what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts' incompetence in those decisions does not matter at that point.
Let's go to Joe Wick right here on the post game show. Joe, welcome in, my man.
Hey, Xander.
One and done, Joe.
Well, I should have put money on it. I had the Niners 23-20.
Wow.
So I was off by. I
had the Eagles 23-20.
Nah, this offense is just. I'm tired of being gaslit by the organization and fucking J-Mac, who's living in a different universe than we are. This offense has not improved. You hire a first-time coordinator. They didn't improve at all during the season. Matter of fact, they got worse. They run 5 fucking patterns. The defense sits on them. They know what's coming. So my philosophy is, obviously, KP's got to go. Whoever's responsible for this offense, I don't give a shit if it's Nick. He's got to go too. They can't run this offense. They can't get rid of Hurts because of the cap hit.
Yeah, but Joe, you're smart enough to know that that's not happening.
It may not, okay? But look, this offense, if they don't make the correct decisions this offseason, you heard it here first, they will not make the playoffs next year, okay? They have to get the O-line fixed. So I expect this week you're going to hear Landon Dickerson's undergone knee surgery, and Cam Jurgens has undergone a second back surgery. And I fully believe that Lane Johnson will retire because of his foot. He can't support that weight on that foot. I just think it's time for him to retire. So in the offseason, they've got to fix the offensive line. They've got to get rid of A.J. Brown. The juice isn't worth the squeeze. I'm sorry. There's just, today was pathetic.
Yeah.
And I pointed out several times during the season when he's given up on routes, he's got to go.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. I agree.
And then people talk about that pass to Dotson. Dotson didn't even try to come back for the ball.
Dude, he could have gave it a world-class effort, Joe.
I've watched guys all weekend.
Jahan Dotson could have turned into Megatron for a play. He
didn't even try. I see these little guys who actually fight for the ball. He didn't even fight for the ball.
I don't think he thought the ball was coming to him.
Well, maybe not. Probably shouldn't have been.
He said they got A.J. Brown one-on-one. There's no way they're throwing to me.
And they got this Darius Cooper guy out there blocking and getting penalties.
Yeah.
After he spun the ball last week.
Wow, plenty of problems to go around. You're going to Darius Cooper and the whole.
The coach lets there's no accountability on this team. The guys make the same mistake every week, and they're still on the field. I want to see some accountability. I feel bad for Barkley. Barkley was getting the shit beat out of him, and that one, people think he's lost it. Did you see that jump cut? He basically 2 guys whiffed on blocks, and he jump cut to the left and got 8 yards.
Yeah, that was a great play.
I mean, he still has it. So they've got major changes in this team. They can't run this offense out. And if Jalen doesn't like doing this, Jalen doesn't like doing that. Well, if he doesn't like doing it, get rid of him, because they can't run the same shit. You should have heard Jason Avant. I mean, the offense, Valley Forge Middle School's 8th grade football team has a more intricate offense than the Eagles run. I mean, it's got to the point where I'm glad the season's over. I have audio reviews I have to write to make some money. It frees up some time.
There you go.
And you're talking about what I'm rooting for. I'm rooting for spring. That's what
you're looking at. When is your flight to Naples? That's my question.
Well, I have this 9-week-old puppy.
Oh, that's right. You got the puppy. You're not going to Naples anytime soon, Joe.
No, in February. My wife's going down in a week.
Okay, February.
But she's got to come back for my niece's bridal shower.
Yeah, all right.
So by the time she comes back for the bridal shower, she's almost house trained. So that's good.
Wow, you're moving along pretty well.
Yeah, well, I've been spending all my time down here in the theater room because the
fine.
door to the outside is nearby.
No, if you just let her out, there you go. It's
I
perfect.
just take her out every couple hours, but she's getting good.
All right,
But
Joe. I don't know where this team's going to go, man. I really don't.
Well, they have a lot of decisions to make, and frankly, Howie didn't exactly, I mean, some of the guys he let go for nothing.
Yeah, but I don't think Howie's in the top 5 of problems.
No, he's not. But Kenny Gainwell, why did they let him go for $2 million?
Yeah, were we going to use him like they're using him in Pittsburgh?
Well, they used him like they used him last year here. He was productive last year, and then they let Fred Johnson go, and they had to re-sign him. I mean, Howie didn't exactly have a great offseason. So he's got to, and they have to get somebody to replace Adoree Jackson. He's just a hole out there.
Yeah, he is.
They have to find somebody.
He was a temporary guy anyway. He was a 1-year guy.
They have to find somebody. So in the draft, I mean, first pick, I'm picking the offensive lineman.
Me too.
They've got to replace the offensive line, and God forbid you can't have Matt Pryor.
Wait, you want to hear the ironic part about this moment? As you speak about some of the players, how he left. Milton Williams just got his 3rd sack of the game.
Oh, Milton Williams, I actually feel bad for Justin Herbert. The only offense in
Milton
the playoffs,
Williams is a beast.
Yeah, the only offense in the playoffs worse than the Eagles is the Chargers.
Well, they got no offensive line.
They've been beating the shit out of Herbert all game. I'm just sitting, I had the sound off, so I'm listening to you.
Yeah.
And he's just getting the shit beat out of him.
Yeah, he is.
I actually feel bad for him. And I don't feel bad for too many football players.
Yeah, Pat's going to win the game. All right, man. Your final thought here, Joe. I got some people to get to.
My final thought is spring can't come soon enough.
Enjoy the golf, Joe. Maybe we'll link up this summer and get around.
Hopefully.
Together.
Our course reopens in June, and it's
spectacular. Oh, wow, that's great. No?
Well, we closed for a year. We rebuilt we took the course.
Construction. It's not like a seasonal thing.
No, we took the course back to its original Donald Ross design, and it's spectacular.
Wow, Donald Ross, that's great.
Yeah, so it's spectacular.
All right, enjoy that, Joe.
Take it easy.
Appreciate you, brother. Thanks for joining in every week this season.
Later, right, Joe
Whipp. Appreciate Joe Whipp joining me here. Let's go to O-Line Guru. Set to join me on the post game show. He joins me right now. Caleb, what's up, my man? How you doing?
Heartbroken, Xander. I'm heartbroken, man. Honestly, as a fan, I'm heartbroken. Now, I definitely have a few intellectual takes that I definitely can run down on. But first, as a human, I'm heartbroken.
Me too.
I'm heartbroken, man. We underperformed today. Players, coaches, everybody.
Didn't we?
Absolutely, certainly. Players and coaches. This ain't just coaches. This ain't players and coaches. Underperformed all year, man, including today. It's heartbreaking, but the window ain't closed yet. I am optimistic about next year. I don't think the road's going to be as easy as it would have been this year, though. I think it's going to be a lot of Giants next year. Not like literally the Giants, but like a lot of Giant teams next year. I think Dallas is going to be a lot better. I think, so it's heartbreaking this year because I think for a team of our caliber, this is supposed to be easy back-to-back. For our caliber, the way the playoffs played out, with the teams left in the NFL, it was supposed to be a lot back-to-back. It was. Like, talent-wise. Like, if you look at the rosters, you feel me? That's just honest. You know what I'm saying? So, but I have a few things I do want to say, though. This is what I'm going to get off my chest. I've been saying we've undervalued the offensive line, and we do that by not valuing how bad they've been and how important it is that they haven't been playing well. The offensive line obviously has been the biggest issue this year. With that being said, my boys need some grace, man. They ran the tush push and ran for 2,000 yards last year, man. I know Cam Jurgens in that middle running that tush push with 600 pounds at his neck and his head. Every single time when he's trying to do that tush push, his back is probably gone. Landon Dickinson came in banged up, and he gave everything he had last year. And that's just real, bro. Like, we're undervaluing the banged up that the running and the tush push took on the offensive line. And I think we're talking a little greasy on the offensive line, like, oh, they're not getting it done. Well, yeah, they didn't get it done because we got a bowl out of it. Let's be clear now. We got a bowl out of it. And it was a lot of tush push and run game. With that being said, honestly, we do need to figure out if they're going to be healthy or not, and we need to make the decision from there. But I do just want to caveat that tush push, man, and that run game on them bodies is unbelievable. That's 600 pounds on Cam
It
Jurgens.
really is. It's too much, dude.
Yeah, like we got a bowl out of it. Now we gotta keep saying that. We got a bowl out of it. But you know
what else we can say out of it? It might have effectively ended or shut our window quicker than we wanted it to. We got a bowl, but
I think our offensive line took a hit that we couldn't even imagine.
Well,
to
like
be
you
honest,
said at the start, how important are they? And if they're that important, and the tush push and all that crap ruined it or lessened them, then that's a big factor.
I'll say this though, and I'm standing on this: a healthy Cam Jurgens is a top 5 center in the NFL.
I can't, bro. My black pill is that guy ain't never going to return to form.
Now, I'm not disagreeing there because it's a health issue, but I am saying if he is healthy, he's a top 5 center. I'm telling you, if he's healthy. Now, with the type of issue that he has, anytime I hear neck and back for offensive lineman, I'm not lying, Xander.
Yeah,
that's bad, bro. You feel me? That just being honest, man. That's bad. You know what I'm saying? But Landon Dickerson, I don't like. Only reason why I don't like his injuries because he came in injured. He came in with a knee problem, and he's a big guy, and he's an earth mover. That's his advantage. So him slowing down a bit could be detrimental. You know what I'm saying? But them boys did take a lot out of themselves. You know, just to do what they do. AJ Brown, he hurt me today, but I ain't even tripping on that. This is what I do want to leave and propose, though. I just don't know what we'll look like without AJ Brown. Let's be very clear.
I said that.
Let's be very clear. Sure, he underperformed today. Sure, he's a headache. And sure, it's been a lot. But do we want to add an offense without an AJ Brown to that? I don't know. I'm just being honest. Now, everybody's saying, how can we afford it? How can we do that? No AJ Brown offense. You have to realize, Xander. No AJ Brown offense. A lot of quarterbacks will struggle with this offense that we have without an AJ Brown. Not just Jalen Hurts. Like,
how much do you think Hurts is responsible for the offense that they run?
I think he's responsible for a good bit of it, but I think the way that is ran. This is my pushback on the Hurts and KP thing. This is me as a player, and this is my point of view. You know how John always talks about coaches always say it's the players, and I understand that as a coach. It is always that's going to be your point of view. You ask any great player, they're going to say, if it wasn't for my coaches really believing in me and coaching up to my style, coaching up to my pluses, I wouldn't be what I would have been. Jason Kelce says all the time he's an undersized center, but he's explosive. He's great on the second level. He does great even on the third level, great in open space. He found the offensive line coach that is willing to cater to his pluses. Let's get him on some double teams. Let's not leave him one-on-one with big guys a lot. Let's get him in open space. Let's get him on the second level. They found the offensive line coach that believed in him and catered to his style. With that being said, today's loss, Jalen Hurts had to play better. And I'm willing to say that. And at first, I was a little bit out on that, but then I thought about it. I'm like, man, it's a playoff game.
Yeah,
if he had it's a playoff game, so the level is up. I think that our great defense got us a little arrogant, if I'm being honest. Maybe even our offense, like, oh, we got a great defense, I can chill. I feel like that was the vibe. Like, oh, we got a great defense, we'll be fine. I think it got us a little arrogant, and it came back and bit us. I understand the offense underperformed, but I do think it was a bit of arrogance in the room a little bit. We went back to the Super Bowl. We won it. Like, we'll be fine. We'll figure it out. We have a great defense. And I think that arrogance kind of showed itself today. But back to Jalen Hurts and how much of it, I think more of the issue, bro, is the play caller. And I'm going to stand on that. I understand the whole his play style isn't pass heavy or pass volume, but I always push back on that and say, Xander, what quarterbacks with that pass volume has won without a great situation? And he got it done in that situation. Now, the question, the rebuttal I think you might ask is, what's the time clock on Jalen Hurts type of play? Like, how long does that last? Like, how long does that type of play last? Like, I know we got a Super Bowl out of it, Caleb. I know we went to 2, but still, has it ran out? What's the time clock on that? I just think, and I told you this stat from the very beginning, Xander. There's never been a first-time play caller to win the Super Bowl. And the type of quarterback we have, we need a veteran play caller. And we need somebody to nurture that. If we are able to nurture that, we'll win the Super Bowl. It's quite that simple. I really do believe that. Like, it's really that simple. We have the wide receivers. We have the running back. The offensive line took a hit this year, though, man. I think we do need to, acknowledge that.
Yeah, and it's not just one, brother. I mean, you're looking at multiple changes potentially in the offensive line.
Yes, man. And that's going to be tough. Now, don't get me wrong. Let's be very clear. Jeff Allen's the best in the world. Let's get this out the way. He's the best in the world. And if anybody had to make a change, that's the man to make the change. Let's be very clear on that. But
yeah, but you need the Jimmies and the Joes, dude. And if the Jimmies and the Joes that you got that are under contract for $21 and $20 million each, respectively, and Landon Dickerson and Cam Jurgens, and they can't play, I don't give a shit if Jeff Stoutland, you know what, he can't do it.
Yeah. If they gonna have to play them, because I was kind of wondering why. I think we played them too soon, Xander. I'm being so sincere.
I know, I agree.
Like they played game one, brother.
Do you think Stoutland will retire?
Boy, we better pray not.
Vic is 67 too, dude.
How old is Vic?
Vic is 67, I believe.
Nah. We're good, man. Vic might be older.
67, bro. 67.
He's 67.
He'll be 68 in August. Jeff Stoutland is what? 63.
Oh yeah, we got more years out of him for sure. These guys are the type of guy Vic Fangio is. He's a football guy, bro. That's what I love about him.
I know.
He's such a football. As a former player, I played in college, not in the league or nothing, but you love playing for guys like that. He just eats, sleep. No matter if you paid him $100 million, he'll just be a basic guy that loves football. It don't matter how much you pay Fangio. But I'm gonna leave you with this because I know you gotta go. Real talk, Xander, and I'm standing on this. I get the whole, regardless of the play caller, the offense is going to be the offense thing. I vehemently disagree with that. I mean, I can't disagree with that more. I think we undervalue how much rhythm play calling matter. And when John says it's always the players, yes, Xander, by the playbook, every play should work if everybody do their job. As a football player, you know that. Every play is designed to work every single time when you call it. Yes. So, yes, by design, if somebody mess up, it looks bad. But we can't act as if there aren't certain plays that is better for the situation. And leaving that out is just crazy.
I agree.
Now, am I saying that we'll have Joe Montana? No. Am I saying with a good comparable offense, a coordinator that knows what he's doing, can we get back to the Super Bowl? Absolutely. Can we have a competent offense? Absolutely. Without a doubt. For sure. The ignoring of the incompetence from play calling this year in the rhythm of the play calling and saying it's just because of the style of quarterback play. Well, we got to realize that once again, the history's too deep. 2 Super Bowls are all pro and winning one. At some point, we got to be like, yes, his play style ain't great, but goodness, we know he can do something. Second and down, like you said, all those second and third downs, running the ball, all them third downs in them horrible situations. I don't care if I had me back there at quarterback. We're trying to win the game. That's not a good decision. I don't care if you don't believe I can throw the ball.
Yeah, right.
We shouldn't be doing that. We shouldn't. I don't care if I'm back there, Xander. Do you get what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts' incompetence in those decisions does not matter at that point. It's a bad call.
What do you make of the fact that they designed it for him?
Well, it's a bad design then. I don't care if the design's a bad design then. They can design it for him, and it could be a bad design. Yeah. It's a horrible design. Redesign it then. Okay. You want me to tell you what's crazy? Yes, it could be designed for him, but can we maybe say it's a bad design?
Yeah, that's fair. All right, brother, I gotta run.
Go Birds, man. I know I might not talk to you in a while, man, because the season over. GG's,
that's
brother.
True, bro. It was a long time since I talked to you. That's true.
Yeah. So
last year we got to talk till February. Yeah,
man. So, man, shout out, man. Appreciate it for everything. Go Birds. We'll be all right. Hold on. Nick Sirianni needs some grace too. I don't love everything, but same way if I'm giving Hurts grace, because of resume, I'm gonna have to give Nick Sirianni the same grace. I got to be consistent.
It hurts. How about
I got. You said what?
How about if you don't want to give it to either of them?
I guess what I'm gonna tell the same way you be saying black pill. I'm gonna give you a black pill, Xander. Two Super Bowls and winning one. Swallow it, brother.
Yeah,
swallow it. It is what it is. I'm betting on that rather than the field any day. That's just 100. I am. I'm betting on that rather than the field. It is what it is.
We'll see what happens. All right, brother. I appreciate it, man. Good talking with you.
All right.
Later, dude. That's my boy. Oh, Jay, my bad, Herman. I'm coming to you next. I meant to click him off, and he left, and then I clicked you by accident. All right, let me get to Josh Herman joining me right now in the post game. Josh, what's up, man? How you doing?
I got the emotion out of me, nice and early, so I'm a little bit more calmed down now, a little more clear and level.
Wait, let me real quick. Can I pull up your super chat? It was pretty.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Let me go find it. Here it is.
That
Fire this useless ass head coach and OC. We're first round. We got plenty of time to find somebody and get rid of this below average, middle of the pack quarterback throws into triple coverage for the game and looked like complete ass. Half choke squad.
Yeah, that was literally probably 5 minutes after the game. Like you guys hadn't even gone on the air yet, and I was sitting there typing, just raging, just just letting it out. But now that I'm a little more calmer and emotions are stabilized, let's talk about what we actually can do. Right, I think you're right. Jalen Hurts isn't going anywhere, regardless of what I think about him. Nick Sirianni's probably not going anywhere. I like what Sills had to say, and I didn't watch all the postings, so I'm gonna get to it later. But he's right. If I'm Jeffrey Lurie and I'm sitting down there, I'm looking at the checkbook, and I say I'm paying $200 million to these guys, and you just lost to the scrub team for the 49ers defense, and not only did you lose to them, you are 32nd and what? 32nd and what? Why am I paying these guys this money? And matter of fact, why are you on my payroll too with all this talent that I have around you? Like those are questions that have to be answered for, you know?
I agree with that, yeah.
Again, Kevin Patullo is obviously going to get the boot. But then who do you get to replace him? You know, are you going to be able to get a Vic Fangio type guy on offense who's going to tell Nick, look, go sit in your box, go do what it is you're going to do, and let me run this offense. Okay. Or are you going to get someone, maybe a newer school head coach like Mike McDaniel, who has some experience with, these types of quarterbacks that Jalen is, working with Tua. He's probably seen a lot more crossover between the two. And honestly, I don't think Mike McDaniel would be a threat to Nick Sirianni in any way, shape, or form. I think Nick has the balls to probably tell him to sit down, be quiet, and run the offense. Like I don't see Mike McDaniel as an intimidating presence. But the other thing about it is I'm sick of hearing Jalen says he doesn't want to run. I don't want to run. I don't want to run. Well, guess what, bro? You're not an effective enough passer in order to succeed the way that you want to play football. There was a quarterback long time ago up in Washington who once upon a time said, I want to be a pocket passer. I don't want to run. I don't want to run. You know who that was?
Yes.
Yeah, his career didn't turn out even as half as good as Jalen, was it? So look, bro, I get it. You want to have a long NFL career. But even a guy like Brock Purdy, I follow the 49ers probably more closely than other teams just because my dad likes them. But even in his dire moments, bro, you'll see his little ass out there scrambling, picking up first downs. Now, that dude was, you watched
he picked up the first down tonight running through two defenders.
Yeah, that dude goes out there and has to do what he has to do. Like, there's no, I get it. You want to be healthy, but you are not as good as a pocket passer as you need to be to thrive in this league with the elites of the elites, right? So, you're going to have to face that. Now, to that point, we got some big decisions to make this offseason. I was looking at earlier because I was curious. We have 8 picks in the 2026 draft. 8.
It's not that many.
No, you're right. It's not. You're going to fix. Who are you going to sign and fix with 8 picks? To your point, the line is beat up. You got to make some sacrifices there. I don't think AJ's coming back, but if you trade AJ, what can you get? Like 2 3s, a 2 and a 3, a 2, depending on what you do. So yeah, I think this offseason is definitely going to be wild. I don't think this was Howie's best year. He traded a lot of our draft capital for bums. Jair Alexander. I think his only 2 impact players were Phillips and Bigsby, right? Everyone else kind of just middle of the pack, if that.
They sent 2 picks for Bigsby. That was an over.
Yeah.
And you know what else was an awful trade? No picks, but They got rid of Thomas Booker, who can stop the run, for
Mhm.
Dorian Bennett. That dude barely hit the field this year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And we needed defensive tackle depth.
Oh, for sure. That's the other. Yeah, and we're just talking about the starters. We haven't gotten into the lack of depth of talent we have anywhere with 8 picks, and I don't see. I mean, any guy in free agency. I mean, I guess you could try to get people, but you're not going to find a Quentin Williams guy in the back that you can just plug and play, and it looks like nothing ever missed a step. So Howie's got some decisions he's going to make. But if it was me and I was in Howie's position, I would tell Nick, look, buddy, we tried it your way. We hired your friend. He's gone. We're going to bring in a real coordinator in here. And if the quarterback doesn't want to play ball, then we'll deal with him until we have to. And then we're getting him out of here. And you're probably going to go with him, a Harbaugh situation, except, reverse because they kept Lamar.
Yeah, right.
But I mean, realistically, we'll see what happens, but I'm kind of with you. I think our Super Bowl window has closed much faster than a lot of us have anticipated.
They can still open it though. I don't think it's slam shut.
Yeah. I mean, maybe 2028.
That's a young defense, and that's a good defense.
It is, but like, who are you going to pay?
I'm paying
obviously
Cooper Davis right away.
Cooper, Davis, and
Cooper doesn't need to get paid yet, and neither does Davis needs to.
Well, I'm talking about like 2-3 years down the line, but yeah, for sure. You can't lose everyone else is expendable except for Quinion, Cooper, Carter, and Davis, in my opinion. Right? You cannot lose those 4 guys. Those guys have to be Eagles for life, whatever happens. Everyone else, we can see where it goes. But I mean, we'll see what happens. So
we'll see, brother. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right, dude. I appreciate you coming on, Josh. Thanks for supporting all year, brother. As always. Hopefully I'll talk to you in the chat. All right, man.
Yeah, brother. I'll see you.
All right, dude. Later, man. This is my boy Josh Herman. Appreciate you, Josh. Good stuff from Josh. I got Keese. I got Chris 3K riding the bench, and PB. PB, are you new? I don't know if I've ever talked to you, PB. You coming in to rage? Or you coming in? He's either going to be a jail tonight or he's going to rage. I'm looking forward to seeing which one. Let's go to Keese. Get this camel riding motherfucker out of the way. What up, Keese?
Talking shit.
What up,
shit.
Keith?
What's good, baby?
Man.
How you?
I'm good, man. We lose today. What'd you make of it?
Devastated, bro. Devastated. I can't even lie to you, bro. I still got my jersey on. The game been over.
Who's on that jersey?
Oh, 6. Come on, 6.
I like that.
That's my boy. That's my man.
I love
the little. I love the little receivers. All the smaller receivers in the league. I love them. And you know what I'm saying, just playing against all these giants and still, producing the way you do. I always, see the small receivers and just marvel, really. You know what I mean? But bro, oh my God. Off the rip, Lane Johnson. Lane not there. I always said, if Lane's not there, we're not winning.
You said that in the pregame show. When they said Lane was out, you said, fuck.
Yo, I couldn't believe it. As soon as Lane wasn't there, I tried to, still be optimistic and different things like that, but people don't understand how historic this man is, bro. He went almost 4 seasons without giving up a sack on his side. He's a different thing entirely. We drafted him number 4 overall. You know what I mean? Like, he's an athlete playing O-line. Like, it's just to not have that guy there, bro. Like, he's the anchor. And yeah, bro, like, what's that? What does that make us, 3-5 on the season without Lane? Or you know what I'm saying? So it's just that's one of those things, that just it kills me that Lane wasn't there. But I will say, and I love AJ, but bro, I'm so disappointed in him. For him to be the second highest paid player on our team and to be folding like that was disgusting. It hurts me to my stomach, bro. To be dropping those passes, it was egregious. Jalen Hurts, bro, putting those passes on the money. And these people disrespecting Hurts like that, bro. He was making those passes. Smitty dropping passes. And I love Six. Bro, it's so egregious for them to do that to him. Look, he on the screen. Oh, well, he just left the screen. But, bro, come on. How y'all do Jalen like Bro, he put that,
What's
man.
Nick Starry ass saying up on that screen? He's not.
Who gives a damn?
Yeah.
Who gives a
Who gives a damn?
fuck? Who gives a fuck? Every time I listen to Nick Sirianni, bro, my motherfucker, I die a little bit.
Oh my
This
God.
motherfucker talks about nothing. This motherfucker gives us nothing. He says nothing. I can't running down the fucking sideline, yelling at. I mean, it is what it is. That's him and AJ's relationship. That's how he feels comfortable with. He feels. That's how he can talk to him. That's how he can talk to him. Regardless, bro, AJ let us down today. For you to be getting paid that much bread, bro, I think it's what, 32 a year. You're the second highest paid player on our team, bro. You got to take that much responsibility. Like it's egregious for you to be dropping those freaking passes like that, dog. You got a C on your chest. Come on, man. It's insane. And to not to talk to the media, to not stand up. You gotta talk, bro. You gotta stand. You one of the leaders on the team. Come on, bro. Like you gotta face the music.
Keith, are you Jalenite?
No, I'm not a Jalen Knight, bro. But I'm a realist and I speak the facts, bro. I'm whether it makes me look crazy or not, whether I'm wrong or right, whatever, I'm gonna speak the facts, bro.
Right,
And if
I
look
didn't know. I always thought you weren't a Jalenite. That's why I asked.
No, but listen, I love Jalen Hurts. I love him as a player. He's a great player. I always give him the credit. But I'ma also speak out against the bullshit that he does. Like if you holding the ball too goddamn long, like listen, we could do a good 30. If you want to do a good 30 seconds, 30, 45 seconds on Jalen Hurts bullshit, that rolling out to the fucking right, Z, what the fuck do he keep rolling out to the right to? What is over there on that sideline? Is there some money over there?
His comfort.
His girl over there or something? His wife on the right side of the fucking
there.
field? He keep rolling over to the fucking right like his girl over there or some shit. Bitch, ain't nothing over there, dummy. Stop fucking rolling over to the right. God damn. Like, don't get me wrong. I got my gripes with that guy as a player, bro. But he put us in a great position to win this game today. I seen those passes he made. I seen some dumb shit he did, but I also seen those receivers not catching the ball and making all that money.
Keith, you look like you're gonna cry, dude. Come on, man. Stay with me here.
It just kills me, bro. Man, we had a great listen, bro. I ain't gonna hold you up, but I will say, bro, we had a great season this year. Y'all did great this year. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all helped make my mornings, bro. And
Thank you.
yeah, bro. We had a great season. We did, and as far as like the podcast, y'all did great and covering the game and everything, bro. I just wish
buttering me up, bro. I don't need to be
Nah, bro, I ain't buttering shit up, bro. I'm speaking the facts again. I just wish that we could get a couple more weeks, bro. Damn, I wish we could have got a couple more weeks.
I know.
Ain't nobody in this league fucking with us.
Yo, I got to come up with some off-season content to talk about,
Look.
man. I'm already on the wheel, bro. I got to figure out some shit to talk. No, they gave us quite a bit. But all right, Keith.
That's true. All right,
I appreciate it, brother, man.
Yep. Good talking to you, boy. Love you, man. Have a good one.
Later, man. Love you too, brother. Appreciate you, Keith. There's my boy, Keith. Let's go to Chris 3K coming up next here in the post game. Chris, you ready for me? There he is. Chris, what's up, man? How you doing?
What it do, Xander? You got me?
I got you, man. What do you make? Eagles bounced by the Niners in round 1.
Somewhere in between disappointed and when the person shows you who they are, you got to believe them. I mean,
in reference to who?
The Eagles' offense.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been that from week. You know the quote I said in week 2, bro. I mean, so to a certain extent, I mean, who's the dummy? Is it the people that kept showing us that they were bad, or the people that kept believing that they were going to be any better than what they were? I mean,
we're the dummy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's been this since week, when I first told you the quote of the year: highs too high, lows too low. So it's been that. Just to I'm gonna take the Band-Aid off today. For the, like I said, to go directly to start with AJ. I mean, I think 2 things can be true. He didn't play well. There's no denying that. Definitely want to see him make those plays, but I'm gonna stand on what he said was not wrong. I don't care what anybody feels. His words directly. If anybody goes back and listens to what he said, not what they want to hear, what he actually factually said is that you can't keep relying on your defense to bail you out every week.
Right.
It's not that's what he literally said per the interview that he actually did. Not whatever people want to hear or it was about targets. I mean, obviously, does he want to make plays? Yes. But his direct quote when he was on the interview was, you can't keep relying on the defense to bail you out. And that's what we kept getting away with throughout the year. We got away with it against Buffalo, Tampa. You can just go down the line. And today, in the biggest moment, it bit you. That was the whole point of what he was trying to get at. And I think people.
Here's the thing. I agree with you. What he said was right, but now you got to make plays. If you got opportunities to make plays, you got to make those plays.
No doubt about that. Well, his play, to be honest with you, we still did pick up the first down right after that. So it wasn't the final play in the game. And mind you, this is what people do. People are so results driven that because we lost the game, they point back to that play. And he should have made the play. But we picked up a first down anyway. Exactly. And we were still moving. And if we go
same outcome on the next play by a different mean. Yeah, by a different way.
Exactly. So not defending him and not, doing what I think he's capable of doing. But I'm just saying this scapegoating thing, I just have always felt is garbage. And it's never been true because, like I said, what he was saying, the genesis of what he was getting at, it was factually correct. I don't care how he did it. Right is right, and the truth will always be the truth. I don't care how you get to it. It's always true. So that's that.
What do you think changes in the summer? You think they fire some people? You think need big sweeping? Like what do you think?
No. I don't think sweeping changes need to be made because a couple things. Obviously, Nick should be here. KP will be gone for sure. Nick shouldn't go nowhere. Jalen shouldn't go nowhere. I know people are upset in the moment, but we got to look at body of work here. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if I told you that when we first hired Nick Sirianni and got Jalen, if we were going to be in 2 Super Bowls in 3 years and have won one already in the first 5 years of that tenure, you wouldn't say you got to blow it up after the first, you know what I'm saying? Well, not the first, but after what happened here. My thing is this, when you ask, because I heard you ask people about the window, I think it's still open because my confidence doesn't lie in where the offense is. It's that defense that I believe in and the youth that exists on that defense. So if you ask me, is the Super Bowl window open? Absolutely, because the strength is on that defense and the youth is on that defense. And me personally, I'm at the point where now Quinyon Mitchell is the best player on the Philadelphia Eagles. That's just where I'm at. He is, regardless of position, or I'll put it like the best 3 players on our team are all on defense. It's Coop, Quinyon, and Jalen Carter. Those are our 3 best players, regardless of position. If you look at output and the way they played, and obviously
because John's been talking about that too. He normally does like a ranking of the players. He said switch out of defense. Yeah.
I mean,
used to be AJ and Lane. Now it's those guys.
Well, I can't. But the way our offense is, how can I say any of those guys are playing at a high level? I can't say that. So my confidence lies in the defense, and that if they're the better unit anyway, that's where I feel like, and they're as young as they are. Our window, barring health, because health is obviously the biggest caveat. Yeah, barring health, I mean, we could be in the mix for a little bit still. You know what I'm saying? Because how young we are.
They get cooked tonight for the first time I've seen in a long time.
He did, but hey, man, like I said, but here's the thing: he did, but he still gave us 2 picks that if we score touchdowns on, the game is over with.
Yeah, I agree. We got 3 on his 2 picks.
Look, he's not going to hold everybody to 2 catches for 24 yards every week, but he made plays to put us in position to win. And our incompetent offense, which has been all year long, came back to bite us in the you-know-what. And all those people that were celebrating those September and October wins and we just keep finding ways to win, congratulations. I hope, though, that 11-6 record that y'all was celebrating and that 8-2 crap, I hope y'all celebrating that because guess what? We don't get nothing for that now.
We'll see what happens, man. I appreciate you joining in all year, Chris 3K. Always good talking with you, brother. I'll tell you what, the team are in your hometown. They have a chance now. Better chance now.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about them, though. I ain't no Rams fan. But, yeah, you're right. You're right. They do got a better chance. One thing I will say, times like this will definitely always make me appreciate winning last year because you see how hard it is.
Yeah, exactly. It's so true. Very true. All right, brother. Good stuff, man. Talk to you soon, all right?
Yep.
All right, later, dude. And my boy Chris 3K joining me. Riding the bench coming up. And I got, look who showed up. 11:30 at night. I'm getting ready, 4 hours in, getting ready to wrap it up. And who shows up in the green room? Who the fuck shows up in the green room? None other than M. Reyes. I'll get to you, Reyes. Let's go to my boy, riding the bench. What's up, riding the bench? How you doing, brother? You're muted, man. You're muted. You're muted, brother. I didn't hear a word you said. You came in with a good entrance, and I didn't get any of it.
My fault. That's my bad.
You're good, man. What's going on, brother?
Oh, we're all right. We're all right now. We're all right. We've calmed down. We're tranquilo. How we doing?
I'm good, man. What did you make? What do you make of this whole thing, man? What do you make of this whole thing?
I mean, sure, disappointed, but I think like everybody has come to the conclusion it's who we've been all year.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? I think this was just one of those games where you look, and honestly, like I felt a little bit of a different inkling in this game right when like that trick play happened with San Francisco, and then they panned to Sirianni's face, and you saw his like demeanor just changed. I was like, oh, that's when it's like they have no faith. Like he doesn't have faith that they were going to overcome that. You know what I mean? And like you saw everybody on the team just they looked flat. The defense played with some pride, and I just thought like they just looked dejected.
That offense had no faith in
no
each
juice.
other. Forget
no juice
for a second. They had no faith in each other this whole year.
Agreed. It was like you said, it was just a collection of individuals on offense, and then the defense was the backbone of this team. That just is what it is, though. At this point, so,
what kind of changes do you think are coming, if any?
Not much. I mean, you're not changing the quarterback. You're not changing the head coach. And I think it would be too much of a panic move to do all those things in the grand scheme of it, right? Like most organizations won't do that after this 5-year stretch that they've had. And again, the most teams I think look at football and the way they evaluate their teams in like time frames. And I think in a 5-year span, overall, this team has been successful. But it's not a poor take to have a reactionary feeling of like you got to overhaul freaking, this head coach and like make a change.
They're not going to do that.
They're not doing that though. They're not going to do that.
But weirdly, I think Nick Sirianni's going to have a little bit of a hot seat next year. Not saying hot to the point where he'd get fired, but like, all right, Nick. Like,
it was warm after last season, and we won the Super Bowl.
That seat's always warm in Philadelphia.
Yeah, man, that seat's always warm in Philadelphia. But part of it's because the guy's the guy's a bit of a dingus. Like, I don't know what else to say other than like, you know what I mean? Like, I know we talk about the quarterback being limited and stuff, but like the head coach is also limited. You know what I mean? Like we like to rip the quarterback and say he doesn't have this skill set, but like, what exactly is the skill set of Sirianni at this point? All the things that like, we praise this team to be, it's all because of roster construction and ability and talent of these players. But like, we want the quarterback to elevate the offense, but it's not like the coach is necessarily doing that either, right? So, but again, the track record is the track record, like everybody else has said previously, and they say it better than I do. 2 bowls in the last 3 years, 1 win, like that is a good track record. I think a majority of teams would kill for that type of success. So it sucks that you lost today, and it's going to be a very, very fun and interesting offseason. There's definitely a lot of things that's going to be talked about. But I think there's just going to be a lot more changes in terms of the roster. Like, I think 3 of the 5 offensive linemen are probably going to be up in the air with Landon, Cam, Lane Johnson. People wanted to replace Tyler Steen. I don't know if you're going to want to replace him now.
No,
you know what I mean?
I think Landon and Cam are getting replaced. I just don't think they're that good anymore.
Right, but well, now you're going to have to find something, right? Like if they're taking a back step, like all of a sudden you got to have a contingency plan there. And on defense, there's chickens are going to come home roost. You got to pay some of these guys. And then what you do with AJ, I don't know what you do with AJ at this point. What do you do with Dallas? I don't know what you do with Dallas at this point. I would try my best to bring some of these guys back, but financials are financials, man. And while it's not my paybook, while it's not my money book, it's not, you know what I mean? Like, it's just they're gonna have to answer a lot of questions here. And I don't know what you're gonna do in the draft per se, because
me either.
Yeah, it's
that's a whole can of worms I'm not ready to open yet.
I'm not ready there. I'm not going there yet.
Yeah, I'll get there. I can't get there yet.
I'm about to say right now we have to just like sit in this and just let it kind of. Let it marinate a little bit.
Quick, though. I'm sure that'll come quick. So
yeah.
All right, brother. I appreciate you joining in all year, man. It's always good talking with you. Sorry, and it sucks the season didn't end the way we wanted it to, but be back to do it again next year, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right, man. We'll talk to you soon, bro.
Right,
Take care.
Brother. Appreciate you, brother. There's my boy right on the bench. Appreciate him. PB, you ready for me, brother? This dude got PB. I got a white guy and a shiesty. Is that right? I don't know if I'm looking at this correctly. Let me go to PB. PB,
what's up, dude?
brother?
How you doing, man?
You got a shiesty on or what?
I just got done walking my dog. I live in South Jersey, so it's a little chilly for my liking.
Cool. Yeah, thanks for joining in. First time talking with you. Appreciate you being here. What do you make of the fact that the Eagles were eliminated today by the 49ers in round one?
So you've been asking for the Jalenites, and you can see by the sweatshirt. It's a little dark.
Oh, dude, that's worse than the jersey.
I got the
Hurt shirt on.
I do. But I'm a realistic Jalenite. I'm not a delusional Jalenite. There's a difference. So my whole thing is my attention is not on AJ. It's not on KP. It's not on Hurts. My attention is on the creator of the prevent offense in Nick Sirianni.
Okay.
And 21, that was his first year. I give him a pass for that because he was a rookie head coach. 22 was great. 23 is where I have some problems. So they went into that downslide. They lost, 6 out of their last 7, I think it was, in 23. He had absolutely no answers. And then last year was amazing. And this year, again, it just felt like he had no answers. And I was watching tonight just thinking, this was the same offense all year. They didn't get better at all. Like watching tonight, comparing to their opener against Dallas, it was the same concerns I had all year. And I fought my gut and thought, oh, they have Super Bowl experience. They'll turn it on when they get into the playoffs. And I just knew after that first drive when Q got cooked, which was crazy to see too, because I hadn't seen that all year. Yeah. Didn't think that was possible. So I'm at a point now where I want to see what Jalen looks like with someone else in control.
And I don't think if it's not better, will you rescind your membership to the Jalen?
I'm an Eagles fan first. I love Jalen. I love what he's done for us, but that's what I want to see because it'll answer all the questions. I want to see because I think about Jalen's rookie year. Now, granted, they don't have tape on him in the NFL. He ran a lot of the same stuff Carson ran. I don't know if you're like when I was confident.
I remember it well. I remember that Cardinals game. He threw the ball
Cardinals game. Yeah. The Cardinals game. I was like, all right, I think we got something with this kid. So I've seen him run a pro style offense. This is like a prevent. This shit's crazy. So that's what I want to see. I don't think Jeffrey will do it because, like you were saying before, Nick knows how to maneuver the front office. Like he won't put his foot down like Doug did. But I was kind of hoping that he'd put his foot down for KP. And Jeffrey tell him, all right, take a walk. It's obviously not going to happen, but that's what I would like to see. So maybe they tell Nick to get back in the sandbox, your hands off the offense, and bring someone else in here to run it. So that's what I would like to see. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, I think that's fair. We'll see what happens with it. But
yeah, no more fighting my gut either. I fought my gut all year on this team. I just. Like it was right in front of our faces. And you piss me off sometimes because I watch you in the morning, but then
you're one of the idiots that made me change up. I was always fucking right.
You were. I'll give you that. You were right. But that's like the fan in us because I know you're a fan, and I was kind of the same way.
I'm buying in. I'm like, you know what? People are right. Yeah. I'm miserable. I gotta just enjoy the ride. Yeah, here we go.
I watched your pregame thing, and I was like, damn, this might be the most positive I've watched because I watch like the mornings with you and John. I'm not I watch Sills a little bit. He's a little too crazy for me sometimes with some of the takes, but I watched your pregame, and I just said, holy shit, this might be the most positive I've seen Xander all year because, like Jalen deserved the benefit of the doubt with how he's played. But that was my one issue. I need you to rise, dude, in games like this. He didn't play bad. He didn't play good. It was just
medium. You can't.
Yes.
I don't need mediocre.
Yes. That's why I'm saying I'm an honest Jalenite. So that's just where I'm at, man. But it was good to talk to you.
Sharing your name in the chat so I know who you are? Because I don't know who you are in the chat. Or do you not comment in the chat?
I don't really comment much in the chat. Sometimes every once in a while. But yeah, my first name's just Patrick. So
all right, cool. All right, Patrick.
I got you, man. All right, Xander. Have a good night, man.
You too, man. Thanks for joining in.
Yes, sir.
Later, dude. There's my boy PB, Patrick. Thanks, Patrick. Appreciate it. Good commentary from my boy Patrick. He's got the Run Hurts sweatshirt. Or Love Hurts, whatever the hell. By the way, does anybody know what the hell that means? What does Love Hurts mean? Is it just a play on of the Philadelphia thing? Is that all it is? I don't even know what Love Hurts. Love Hurts. What are you writing me a letter? How about deliver the ball to AJ? That's good. Let's go to M. Reyes. I saved this dude for the end. Oh man, Reyes, you still got the jersey on.
I said we were going to repeat. My bad. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, hey, that's all right, man. I mean, look, it's hard to repeat. But what did you make of the loss? What are your takeaways? I'm not here to badger you. I'm not here to badger you. But the Eagles did get bounced in round one. They didn't look too good, man. And I'm curious what your takeaways are.
It was the same pitfalls that kind of just plagued us the entire season, and we well, something we hadn't seen just recently. We played down to the 49ers. We shouldn't have done that. And I think we took our foot off the gas in a sense, but gosh, man, we had some crucial drops. We had some crucial penalties, and it really, it was one of those things for me. Like if it was going to come down to a field goal, their field goal kickers pretty damn good, and Jake hasn't been consistent all year. So I mean, it was
I'm like done with the Jake Elliott experiment. Like, all right, goodbye, dude. Like, holy shit.
Yeah. It was frustrating, and then I think AJ got into his head, that was a mental breakdown, if anything. Just from a sports perspective, I think he got into his head, and he wasn't able to recover. He didn't bounce back, and I think it kind of resonated on different parts of the whole scheme. So I don't know. It was just it was frustrating to watch, and the defense did what they could. I mean, you get those turnovers and shit, and you got to capitalize on that.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, they tried, but ultimately the offense came up short, Race. And your guy Hurts, and I don't think it's all him, but I think it's a lot him. He's the leader of that offense. They didn't come up. They didn't do what they needed to do this year. What kind of changes do you think should happen, or maybe none? I don't know. I mean, you are the Eagle, the ultimate Eagle homeboy, man. Maybe you're just like Nick is still the GOAT. Kevin Patullo's great. Jalen is great. Run it back. Is that?
I was really, really, defending Patullo. Trying to put it down to execution and stuff. But I mean, there's parts of the season where it's I've been on the fence about it. Just kind of like I took a jog after the game to kind of put my thoughts together and stuff, and it was Why am I defending Patullo when it's his job to put together the scheme? Okay, maybe we have some injuries on the O-line. Well, let's put together some plays that get the ball out of there a lot faster. Let's put something a little bit different together. And he failed to do that all season. And we were hoping to really open up the playbook, and things were supposed to open up and be really great, but it never happened. And I mean, Saquon, gosh, you want to, he had a really good game. I'm not even gonna give him shit. He had a pretty decent game, and there's just other parts where we just didn't capitalize. And I guess as far as changes, I mean, we're gonna probably have to get rid of Patullo, and I think there's gonna be a lot of personnel changes. I think it's probably there's gonna be somebody that wants to pick up AJ, and
oh yeah.
And so just thinking about that, there's a lot of interesting people in the draft that we could probably maybe use, but there's also some other trade bait that we can probably pick up, and it's one of those things. I'm not too concerned about it. I trust Howie. I'm not like
Reyes, blind faith. No matter what they do, I will love it.
No, and but the thing is, it's very there's a. I feel like there was this haze all season about what's the problem, but I feel what are we going to do about it this off season? I think it's going to be we're going to address a lot of things, and probably make a lot of interesting moves as far as I guess not re-signing players necessarily, people that were picked up by us and stuff like that. But I don't know. yeah, we gotta trust what they have for us in the offseason. And I feel like we're gonna make the right choices.
I'm sure you do.
You can't.
Are you wearing a Niners shirt on under that jersey? Don't tell me you're a front runner. Did you become an Eagles fan last year? Is that what happened?
No, this is like the only long sleeve I got. This is
I'm just messing with you. I know you're not.
It's like a chicken leg, and yeah.
There you go. All right, Reyes, good stuff, man. Always good talking with you. Appreciate it, brother, and we'll see what happens. All right.
Yeah, man. Y'all gotta just stay optimistic, keep your chin up, and don't let Cilio get you down. You know, he's gonna come at us all off season, and you know what? We gotta just grin and bear it.
He's gonna badger you, rightfully so.
Yeah, but you know what? We're gonna bounce back from this, and then it's back to Flynasty. We're gonna build this dynasty, and it's gonna come together.
Flynasty, is that your new word for it?
Yeah. Dynasties weren't built overnight.
So it's a flynasty. It's a fake dynasty. Is that what that means?
No, it's a dynasty that flies. So it's
a flailing dynasty. All right, brother. Appreciate you, man.
Have a good night. You take care.
You later, dude. There's M. Reyes. Appreciate you, Reyes. Appreciate you, Reyes. Appreciate you, everybody listening. All right. It's been a good show. You know, it's been a good season. It's been a good season. It hasn't really been a good season, though, if we're being honest. I mean, let's be honest. This season was kind of miserable, really ugly football, unsettling, unexciting, no confidence in the season for most of the year. I think most people felt that way. Uninspired is a good word, Reyes. Appreciate that word. Uninspired. It's a good word. Just wasn't like a good torture. Fucking torture. Underwhelming, another good word. I'll go Curtis's. I like to be extreme, you know. I'll go with Curtis. Fucking torture. I'll leave the gray area words for the others. Effing torture. Curtis, I like that one. Then we get the walk out. Walk out, thanks for the super, brother. He says, can you imagine the discussion going on between Howie and Lurie tonight? By the way, Nick is condescending and patronizing. Yes, he always has been. He's got this holier than thou mentality, walkout, where like he thinks his shit doesn't stink. Nick, shut the fuck up. JAKIB is the best, by the way. AMDG, walkout, are you a prep guy? Can anybody in the chat, Bill, not you, can anybody in the chat tell me what AMDG means? Can anybody tell me what AMDG means? Don't look it up, nerds. Can anybody tell me what that means? That's a great acronym for a great phrase. I'm assuming nobody in the chat will get it. Jesuit High School. Okay, all right, Walkout. Love it. AMDG, ad maiorem Dei gloriam, for the greater glory of God, baby. Woo! Great freaking chat. Let me make sure I get the rest of your chat. Can you imagine that? Yeah, you know, between Howie and Jeffrey, I do wonder. You know, I do wonder what that combo is like. Like, we talk about what the offense is. Like, Jalen, Kevin, Nick. Like, what did Howie and Jeffrey say? Well, what is it to them? What is it to them? You know? This Eagles offense has been a disgrace. Uh-oh, is Underdog in the chat fighting? Underdog, I was hoping you joined the post game night. Akbar, I was hoping you joined too. I haven't talked to my boy Akbeezy for Sheezy in a long time. Akbar, I know you're working, man. I know you're working hard, as always. Well done by you, brother. Give me 1 sec, guys. I got to do a little production, and then I'll say my final thoughts on the show tonight, and we'll wrap it up and get out of Dodge. 11:56. We went to midnight. Always good to do that. Appreciate everybody for listening in, as always. Definitely not a fun season. You know, really not. Just wasn't a fun season. I fell asleep. Act Beezy, good shit. Appreciate you. Steven, we needed Steven tonight. We needed Steven D'Angelo tonight. Here's Pumper. I pity the traitorous community who practices the Book of Hurts, known as Al-Quifta. Oh, gosh. Xander, we got to cleanse this fan base. Pumper, I'm sure you'll be trying to do it, man. Here's 49er. What up, Z? Yo, 49er, good win for you guys, man. Got to tip the cap. Good coaching performance. Dominated our football team. Great defensive performance by a depleted team that really had none of their star players left. And the better team won. The better team won. Underdog says, Xander, it's the same old nonsense. 3 and outs killed us. It never should have came down to the last drive. Agreed, Underdog. All right. Akbar should close it out. Oh, man, Ray is catching some strays. Nah, Chuck, I got to go to bed. I got a show in the morning. I've been on for how long? 4 hours, 10. Not too bad. Not too bad. All right, let me see. I set up the set this up in the JMac. All right, that's all set now. But all right, man, my final thoughts on tonight is I think there's a small chance, not a big chance, but there's a small chance that the changes are bigger than people think. It's small, but there is a small chance that the owner is just like, I can't with this offense anymore. Like the owner, for anybody who knows the owner's history, the dude likes offense, to say the least. So, you know, there's a small chance, I would say, and there's a big chance the coordinators changed and, you know, not that much changes. You know, I don't hate Jalen Hurts as much as some do, but I also don't need to sit here and try and vouch for the guy. I watched him in college at Alabama, at my favorite college. We were at college together at the same time. The problems for the team in Alabama 8 years ago are the same exact problems that the Eagles offense has. The same ones. I kid you not. They could run the ball. They could play great defense. They couldn't move the ball consistently through the air. So this is kind of Jalen's game. He's got a lot of good to him. I like what somebody said earlier, you know. Take your pick. Do you want the gamer? Who, you know, what gamer? I said gamer. He wasn't a gamer today. Where was that today? You know, or do you want the pass happy guy that has turnovers? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know. If I knew the right answer, maybe I'd be making millions of dollars in the front office. You know, I don't freaking know. All right. But I know that this offense is largely Jalen Hurts. It's not – I don't think Kevin Patullo did a good job. I don't think Nick Sirianni's done a good job. But at the end of the day, I mean, you know, this is the Jalen Hurts offense. They struggle to run the ball or throw the ball consistently. They rely on the run. They rely on great defense. And eventually you wonder what the owner thinks or where they go. I don't know. I don't have that answer. We will find out. I do appreciate everybody for tuning in all year, man. Don't worry. We're going to have tons of content, so don't go anywhere. But the season, the 2025 season has come to an end. You know that? Has anybody heard that real noise on like Instagram? And people were doing that at the New Year's Eve or something. They put the noise on all the reels. And with that, the 2025 season has come to an end. There you go. I hear that right now in my head for the Eagles season. And with that, the 2025 season has come to an end. So the Eagles are done and dusted. The offense always sucked. I know it. You know it. Anybody listening always knew it. My Uncle Frank knew it. And all of you knew it.